Hi everybody, and welcome to Wendy's Witness. Do you find yourself praying, asking God to make you more fruitful? But what does that mean exactly? When God told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, we hear him say, "Get busy, you've got a world to populate." So think about that in terms of children. How can you say that's being fruitful? I'd say it's more about the multiplying, but being fruitful and multiplying go hand in hand. If we are fruitful, we will also multiply. There's more than enough to go around when we are growing in every good thing. But in order for that to happen, some pruning must take place, cutting off things that stunt our growth. Well, keep watching today as I remind you and myself that we're bound to feel the cold steel of the blade before we see the fresh sprouts start to appear. Are you being pruned? Jesus said in John 15:1 and 2, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. Every branch in me that does not produce fruit, he removes, and he prunes every branch that produces fruit, so that it will produce more fruit." Pruning means to cut off or cut back parts of for better shape or more fruitful growth. When God is getting us in shape and making us more fruitful, he will cut off or cut back parts of us. Parts that hinder our growth must be removed. When this happens to us, we resemble those pruned up bushes or trees. It appears as though we may die due to this, but it actually clears away those limbs that are blocking the sun. So, when we're bare and exposed before Jesus, God can grow us into a beautiful blooming branch if we yield to the process. When you find yourself walking through a season of preparation, when it's pruning time, remember Jesus' words in John 15:7. "If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you want and it'll be done for you." Stay in the Bible. Search out the promises you can cling to. Ask God for perseverance and for the ability to see things the way that he does. What exactly can this look like? Well, it may be that relationship or that job you're trying to hold on to. The Lord's pruning it away in order to bring new growth. A new relationship or a new job. One that's better, or places you exactly where God wants you to be. So be encouraged. God is working. He's got on his gloves. Trust the one who holds the shears. Although no one necessarily likes to be pruned because pruning hurts, it helps to have a plan to keep in mind to propel us through until we start to see the beauty on the other side. This means knowing the ends justify the means. It's the results brought about by our pruning that place us in God's will for our lives. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us God's plans are good and not to harm us, give us hope in a future. So help yourself stay yielded to the process by following the to-do list in Romans 12:12. Be joyful in hope, be patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. You are chosen and appointed to produce lasting fruit, handpicked by the master gardener. Keep in mind, there is a purpose for pruning. As we go through, we grow through. God has work for us to do, and we need to be prepared to accomplish these works. If we can't stay stagnant, if we must move, change in structure has to occur. God says, you're ready to take on the challenge because of his tender loving care. You've been pruned. You've grown. and now you're about to bear some ripe, juicy, plump fruit for His glory and in His name. Well, thanks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you next week. And remember, we are all witnesses.